Happening now, Chautauqua County has blocked a New York City program relocating homeless U.S. citizens. And bipartisan legislation has been introduced to expand federal work-study programs. Plus, a community is rallying for a Lakewood man's benefit amidst battle with an incurable brain tumor.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us on New York News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more are coming up, but first, on September 28, 2023 at 4:30 p.m., Michael A. Burdick was taken into custody by the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Bureau. The arrest came after an investigation into an incident where Burdick allegedly struck another individual with his pickup truck during a dispute, resulting in severe physical injuries to the victim. The injured party was promptly transported to Cattaraugus Medical Center for medical treatment. Burdick was apprehended at his residence without any resistance on the same day and subsequently arraigned in the town of Ashford Court. Following the arraignment, he was remanded to the Cattaraugus County Jail without bail. This incident has raised concerns within the community, and authorities are actively investigating the matter further. Michael A. Burdick now faces serious charges, including assault in the second degree and reckless endangerment in the first degree, both of which are felonies. Well, in other news, Michael A. Pitt, age 46, found himself in police custody after allegedly trying to pass off counterfeit currency at a local store. On the evening of September 26, 2023, at around 7:26 p.m., authorities arrested Pitt at the Dollar General located at 24 North 1st Street in Allegheny, New York, 14760. Following his arrest, Pitt was taken to the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office substation in Olean for processing. Subsequently, he was released with an appearance ticket pending an arraignment at a later date in the town of Allegheny Court. Well, in other news, on the night of September 30th, 2023, at around 10 p.m., officers from the Jamestown Police Department's 2nd Platoon responded to reports of an ongoing domestic dispute at an address in Northside, Jamestown. Upon their arrival, law enforcement discovered Rudy L. Ryan, a 47-year-old male, at the residence in direct violation of a stay-away order of protection issued against him. Without further incident or additional charges, Ryan was taken into custody and subsequently transported to the Jamestown City Jail, where he awaits arraignment. Ryan's arrest centers on the charge of criminal contempt in the second degree, stemming from his alleged violation of the protection order. Well, in other news, at approximately 6:04 a.m. on October 1st, 2023, a fire was reported at the Tri-County Country Club located on Route 39 in Forestville, New York. The Forestville Fire Department, along with assistance from neighboring departments, quickly mobilized to combat the blaze. After successfully extinguishing the fire, the Chautauqua County Fire Investigation Team was called in to conduct an origin and cause investigation. Their findings revealed that the fire originated in the southeast corner of the building, and it was determined to be the result of an electrical malfunction. As a result of this thorough investigation, the fire has been officially ruled as accidental. As WNY News Now continues, Chautauqua County has blocked a New York City program relocating homeless U.S. citizens upstate. And later, bipartisan legislation has been introduced to expand a federal work-study program. Stay with us as WNY News Now will be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Chautauqua County Executive P.J. Wendell has issued an emergency order titled Local State of Emergency, Emergency Order Number 2 on Sustainable Migration to halt New York City's Fighting Homelessness and Eviction Prevention Supplement Program, also known as City FEPS, which relocates homeless U.S. citizens to upstate New York counties, citing concerns about strained local resources. The order, titled Local State of Emergency, Emergency Order Number 2 on Sustainable Migration, is a response to New York City's expanded Fighting Homelessness and Eviction Prevention Supplement Program, City FEPS. This initiative offers homeless New York City residents 5 years or more of rental vouchers in exchange for relocating upstate. Wendell expressed serious concerns, stating this unlawful program poses a grave risk to the social, health, and emergency services resources of our county, especially as our homeless population is already at an all-time high.
We felt we had a great relationship with the city's mayor, but unfortunately, many of us feel betrayed again, as this is something that should have been discussed with us, but instead it was done behind closed doors, and the verdict was given, and we just have to deal with it. So, unfortunately, we take these measures, but I'm taking these in response to communities who have reached out to me with growing concern of our increased homeless crisis, and we do not need to exacerbate or add any more problems to the crisis.
He further emphasized that an influx of homeless individuals could strain local services, including nonprofit organizations. Consequently, the emergency order forbids anyone, including businesses and entities within Chautauqua County, from accepting rental vouchers as payment for housing without prior written authorization from the county executive. Wendell argued that City FEPS violates a 1984 consent judgment and the county's right to self-governance. Moreover, Wendell pointed out, even though these rental vouchers would pay for housing, other associated costs would be placed on the backs of Chautauqua County taxpayers. Violators of the emergency order may face criminal charges classified as Class B misdemeanor by the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office. This order specifically pertains to homeless United States citizens from New York City, distinct from the migrant executive order. The new emergency order takes immediate effect and will remain in place for 5 days, with the option of renewal for additional 5-day periods as necessary. Well, in other news, U.S. Senators Kirsten Gillibrand, who represents New York, and Susan Collins, who represents Maine, unveiled the Head Start for Our Future Act, a bipartisan initiative aimed at permitting college students eligible for federal work-study programs to work within early childhood education, including Head Start and Early Head Start. The legislation seeks to address the persistent staffing shortages within the child care sector that have endured for 3 years since the onset of the pandemic. By offering paid opportunities to college students interested in child care work, the bill not only mitigates workforce deficits, but also nurtures a future generation of educators. Senator Gillibrand stated, programs like Head Start help kids from low-income backgrounds succeed at school and beyond. They are critical to the health of our families and our communities, but too often these programs struggle to attract and retain staff. My Head Start for Our Future Act would help build a robust early childhood education workforce by helping college students eligible for work-study gain valuable paid experience in this field while they finish their degrees. Senator Collins added, by further integrating college students into Head Start and Early Head Start programs, we not only help create opportunities for those students, but also provide a stronger foundation for the early development and education of future generations. Head Start and Early Head Start programs offer comprehensive child development services for low-income children, including early education, health screenings, and support services. The bill is co-sponsored by Senators Ben Ray Lujan, who represents New Mexico, Mark Kelly, who represents Arizona, Chris Van Hollen, who represents Maryland, Amy Klobuchar, who represents Minnesota, Sheldon Whitehouse, who represents Rhode Island, Alex Padilla, who represents California, Jeanne Shaheen, who represents New Hampshire, and Tim Kaine, who represents Virginia, with endorsements from the National Head Start Association, Children's Aid New York City, and the Early Care and Learning Council. Well, in other news, in response to the recent heavy rainstorms wreaking havoc across New York City, Long Island, the Hudson Valley, and other parts of the state, New York Attorney General Letitia James issued a consumer alert on September 29, 2023. The alert serves as a stern warning against price gouging on essential goods and services. A state of emergency has been declared in storm-affected counties, and Attorney General James has reminded businesses that the state's price gouging statute prohibits exploiting consumers during market disruptions or emergencies. The statute prevents businesses from excessively raising the prices of essential items such as food, water, gasoline, generators, batteries, flashlights, hotel lodging, and transportation. Attorney General James urged New Yorkers to report instances of exorbitant pricing for essential goods and services to her office. She emphasized that families facing flooding, damage, and road closures should not be burdened with unjustified price hikes. Under New York law, businesses found guilty of price gouging may face penalties of up to $25,000 per violation. To report price gouging, consumers are advised to provide specific details, including dates, locations, and evidence such as sales receipts and photos of advertised prices. New Yorkers with concerns about price gouging are encouraged to file complaints with the Office of the Attorney General online or by calling 800-771-7755. Well, coming up next, heavy rainfall has hit New York City and flash flood warnings persist. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. Well, the next few days, at least through Thursday, will feel more like the middle of July out there with temperatures in the 80s rather than the beginning of October. But a cold front's going to move through the region sometime towards the end of the week. Right now, looking like sometime late Friday. And that's going to usher in some cooler temperatures, especially for the weekend and into early next week. As a NOAA 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, which spans October 7th through October 11th, does favor those below average temperatures across our region and northeast. Speaking of how cold it could get, these are look at some of the projected temperatures for Sunday afternoon, with temperatures afternoon highs only probably making it into the upper 40s across the southern tier and northern Pennsylvania, and a little bit warmer towards the immediate Lake Erie shoreline and areas farther north with highs in the afternoon in the mid 50s. So if you don't like the summer-like heat, hold on, because some chillier temperatures are definitely on their way. For the almanac for today, made it to a high of 74 degrees yesterday in the city. Our low was 50, and the records for today, 87 set back a few years ago in 2019, record low of 29 set back in 1960. So let's time out future scan overnight tonight. Generally partly cloudy to mainly clear skies across the region. Maybe some fog once again developing across the interior southern tier, and after some fog tomorrow morning, we should have another beautiful day with partly to mostly sunny skies, and then the same thing tomorrow night into Wednesday, mainly clear skies across the region, some fog once again developing, and then we'll do it all over again on Wednesday as high pressure maintains control with beautiful weather. Again, your forecast for tonight, partly cloudy skies across the region, some areas of patchy fog with calm winds. Overnight lows range from the lower 50s across the inland locations to the upper 50s to lower 60s near the immediate Lake Erie shoreline. Your forecast for tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies after some early morning fog, although it will be another warm afternoon with highs tomorrow generally in the lower to mid 80s. And now that 7-day outlook powered by Ultimate Solutions, so high pressure is going to keep us dry at least through Thursday. Clouds will be on the increase on Thursday out ahead of a cold front that looks to move through sometime Friday. Temperatures back down to the mid 60s for Friday, and then we're only in the lower 50s for the weekend, although some areas, as I said, on Sunday might not make it out of the upper 40s, but we'll keep a chance for some rain showers in the forecast from Friday right on through the weekend and into early next week.
Andrew, thank you. Well, Governor Hochul issued a warning to New Yorkers, emphasizing the ongoing threat posed by relentless rainfall in the region.
This is not an ordinary rainfall. This is historic. We are on track to possibly create a new record of 10 inches of rain falling in literally 24 hours. The last time we even had this number was in 1955, and that was over a 2-day period. So this is Hurricane Ida level waters. If those of you remember 2 years ago, the devastation of the flooding, and particularly people trapped in their basements, unable to escape. And so we are trying to make sure that all New Yorkers know that while we saw an incredible amount of rain fall down and flooding our streets and our basements and our homes over the last early part of our day and last night, it is not finished yet. There is more rain on the way. It keeps moving, and it's hard to exactly pinpoint where it'll go next. But I'm asking and urging all New Yorkers to continue to be vigilant, and the state of New York will always be there prepared in advance. We have thousands of DOT members and thruway authority crews and utility crews ready to assist. I've deployed the National Guard. I've declared a state of emergency that'll help me be able to deploy resources more quickly. We are concerned about individuals who had been in schools earlier in the day, but fortunately we're hearing that all the children who had been taking the subway to school or taking a school bus are able to go home freely now and are safe.
Parts of New York City, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley remained under a flash flood warning on Friday, signifying imminent dangers related to fast-moving waters, which could jeopardize lives and safety. Today, Mother Nature has shown us unprecedented rainfall in a matter of just 24 hours, with more than 7 inches of rain in parts of Brooklyn and 6 inches of rain for other parts of New York City, Governor Hochul said. Our focus now is ensuring everyone gets home safe tonight and uses extreme caution when commuting this evening, as more rain is on the way. Governor Hochul, along with MTA CEO Janno Lieber, announced the resumption of limited Metro North Railroad services, offering relief to commuters. Nevertheless, the governor urged New Yorkers to prioritize safety during their Friday evening commutes and ensure the safe return of school children who had used buses or subways. In light of the ongoing risks, it is crucial for residents to adhere to flash flood safety tips, including avoiding flooded roads, immediately abandoning vehicles if water rises rapidly, and respecting the power of fast-moving water. For more information on personal preparedness and staying safe during severe weather, visit https://www.dhses.ny.gov/safety-and-prevention. Well, coming up next, a community is rallying for Don Johnson's benefit amidst battle with an incurable brain tumor.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
On Saturday, October 7, 2023, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., the Lakewood American Legion will host a benefit event to support Don Johnson, a cherished local resident battling a rare, fast-growing, and incurable brain tumor. Don Johnson, a beloved figure in the Lakewood community, may not sport the iconic white suit and neon shirts of the 1980s, but he remains a star in the hearts of many locals. However, his life has taken a challenging turn as he confronts the harsh reality of an abrupt halt to his daily activities, particularly his inability to work due to his ongoing battle with an inoperable brain tumor.
Well, the background information, I've been in concrete most all my life, 40, 50 some years. But in recent months, I guess I've been, my vision's been a little wanky, and I've been diagnosed with a very rare, fast-growing brain tumor that's incurable, so they say. So that's the new reality at this point in time.
Don's journey has included rounds of radiation and chemotherapy, with the hope that these treatments may reduce the tumor to a size that can be operated on. He now wears an electrical device on his head, clinging to the possibility of medical intervention. In the face of this adversity, the Lakewood community has rallied to support him.
It's going to be at the Lakewood Legion. That's on Chautauqua Avenue, right in Lakewood. On October 7th, that's a Saturday from 2 to 7. We're going to have live music from Lenny Sales and Mark Mincarelli. Tim Reed's going to be playing. We're going to have a cornhole tournament that starts at 3 o'clock. It's a secret what the door prize is actually going to be right now. And then every other, like the big ticket items are $10 for the Bills tickets, $10 for the Sabres tickets, $10 for the Blackstone. That comes with a bunch of accessories. And then we'll do 50-50s, then like the basket raffle. A lot of people are familiar with you buy a sheet, you know, tear it all off and put it in each little thing, so, yeah.
The benefit event promises a day filled with live music, games, a 50-50 draw, a basket raffle, and a door prize, among other activities. Attendees will have the chance to win exciting prizes, including tickets to watch the Buffalo Bills take on the New England Patriots, Sabres tickets, a barrel of alcohol, and more. The big ticket prizes are available for just $10 each. One of the highlights of the event will be the opportunity to savor the famous Skylar's Chicken. Organizers kindly request attendees to place their orders ahead of time to ensure a seamless experience. Tickets for the benefit event can be purchased at several locations, including the Good Time Saloon, Group Therapy, the Lakewood American Legion, and Skylar's Country Kitchen, located at 4477 West Fairmount Avenue in Lakewood.
How do you feel just about everything?
I feel good about everything, but it's better than feeling bad about everything, I guess.
Absolutely. That's a great outlook to have.
Yeah. So I have hopes. I don't know what the end plan is, but I have hopes.
Don Johnson's courage and Lakewood community's generosity reminds us all of the power of unity in facing life's most difficult challenges. Well, that's going to be it for us today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. We're also on channel 716 on Roku and at channel716.com. Thank you for watching.